Hey franchise listeners and Thunder fans, Madison Morris here in Chesapeake Energy Arena, where your Thunder just saw a nail-biter but walked away with a 95-88 win over the Sacramento Kings and also picked up their first ever win in Chesapeake Energy Arena on Martin Luther King Day. The Thunder saw a slow first half, falling behind quickly in quarter one and not finding the lead until the middle of quarter three. Carmelo Anthony finishes the night with 20 points, 15 of which were scored in the third quarter alone, while Paul George and Steven Adams combined for 31 points. Russell Westbrook, despite getting ejected in the fourth quarter after being called for traveling, finishes the night with 19 points, 16 rebounds, and 9 assists. Listen here to see what Billy Donovan and Thunder players had to say about the win over the Kings and playing on Martin Luther King Day.
Well, I think for us it was a tale of two halves. I was disappointed with the way we played, particularly in the first half. More so on offense. I thought we picked it up in the second quarter a little bit better defensively, and then I thought for the most part in the third and the fourth we played a little bit closer to how I think we can play when we're at our best. So, we got to keep on fighting and striving for more consistency. I mean, I thought he got hit in the face. Again, I'll take a look at it on film. That's what I saw. I mean, he's aggressive going to the basket. He's as tough as there is. I think when he goes down like that, I think generally he gets hit. But I'm not sure. We'll see. The official made a terrible mistake, and he acknowledged it. I was yelling to the other official across the floor to get his attention, and the guy just teed me up. And he came by and apologized to me. So I definitely didn't deserve a tee. I know when I deserve one. I didn't get a full glimpse to see what Russell did, at that moment. So I'm not going to comment for him. But I know what happened with me, and that was really, really unfortunate. And he even acknowledged that I was yelling to the other official, and he had every opportunity to say, Billy, just wait a second, we'll get to you. And he just turned and teed me up. And I knew I've been doing this long enough. I know I'm close to getting a tee, and I know I deserve a tee. That was totally undeserved and should not have been called.
You held them 16 and 20 points in those final two quarters. Where did you guys finally get stops defensively?
It was obviously the guards getting into the ball a lot more, being a lot more aggressive, fighting over screens. Because it's very tough. I think it's very tough to do that. So, yeah, they're able to do that. Raymond did a really good job getting over screens. So that just allows us to, get deflections and whatnot, make passes a lot tougher, and that's where you can see that we got a pretty good amount of stops and we capitalise off them.
And how much did that lead then to the easier offensive looks you guys were getting, especially you inside the paint?
Yeah, those obviously just comes with the pace and transition of the game, just trying to run a lot of our stuff with pace.
What did you notice from PG down the stretch after Russ went out? He seemed to make like 3 or 4 plays in a row defensively. I think a steal and 2 blocks to kind of close this out.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, he was meant to do that, regardless of who's on the floor. So, good stuff. Good on it. Thumbs up.
I think we're just making adjustments from first half to second half. We're making adjustments during the game, which has been key. We've been locking in, and I think there's no fatigue factor. We're not playing tired. We're not playing fatigue. We're doing a great job. I think when the first unit's out there, and then when that second unit comes out, we're doing a great job as well.
It's morning, eh?
We're just not missing a beat.
And the third quarter was good to you guys for once. Was that just you guys came out more focused?
Yeah, definitely more focused. We've been in this position where we played a sub-500 team, and for whatever reason, we tried to cut it on and win the ball game late in the fourth. Tonight we took it at them early, got that cushion, and that carried us throughout the whole game and finish.
When things aren't going good for you offensively, like in the first half, how important is it to you personally just to keep the defense at a high level?
Very important, very important. At the end of the day, my game is just not on the offensive end. It's on the defensive end as well. So I'm gonna try to get my imprint throughout the whole game wherever I can.
PG, you served kind of as rim protector in those last 2 or 3 minutes. Your thoughts on kind of the defensive stops you were able to create there at the end? I think you had a steal and 2 blocks.
Yeah, just the verticality, playing at the rim, not allowing them to get an easy basket. It just comes down to stops and trying to help the team.
What do you think of Melo turning back the clock a little bit? I think he had probably more dunks tonight than he has this whole season.
Yeah. I made a joke of that. I think he's getting his legs back. It's good. When Melo's dunking, we on to something.
What did it mean to you to play on Martin Luther King Day? Just talk about that.
Means a lot. It's always an honor every year to have that opportunity. I think if he was here to see what the world has evolved to, he'll be proud of the accomplishment of having young African Americans and the whole league being able to play as one. So it's special for every nationality, and it's an honor to play on MLK.
How frustrating was that first half?
It wasn't frustrating. It was just we just had to decide that we wanted to play, pick it up, take it up another level. And that first half, they was able to kind of do whatever they wanted, ball movement. They was getting the shots, easy shots. The multiple efforts wasn't there on the defensive end. And once we decided we wanted to do that in the second half, we changed the outcome of the game.
Billy said he was actually more disappointed in the first half offense than the defense.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's why we're a team. He looked at the offense, we looked at the defense. It happens. I mean, we had a lot of turnovers in that first half offensively, but for me, it was just more of us, making a multiple effort and deciding that we was going to, make that effort and change the game.
Carmelo, maybe this is just an oversimplification. You say you decided you had to pick it up in the second half. Where does that, what spurs that moment where all right, we have to decide?
Well, the fact that I mean, we was playing. Don't get me wrong, we was playing, but I don't think we was playing at the level that we wanted to play at in that first half. And we didn't want to give a team like Sacramento any confidence. Where they just come in, they feel good about their shots, feel good about what they wanted, what they wanted to do. In the second half, it was something that we had to really buckle down with.
At halftime, we saw you on the big screen delivering Dr. King's speech. Just your thoughts on being able to play today.
We shouldn't have played today, but anytime we get a chance, opportunity to play on this day, it would always be a special day for myself. I'm pretty sure for my teammates, for the organization to have that opportunity to play on this day, and for us to win on this very special day. That means a lot, especially what this day really means.
That does it here from Oklahoma City. The Thunder advanced to 24-20 in the regular season, 15-7 on their home court. Sacramento falls to 13-30 in their season and heads back home to host the Utah Jazz this Wednesday. Your Thunder will be back here in Chesapeake Energy Arena to host the Los Angeles Lakers, and tip is set for 7 p.m. Be sure to stay up to date on all Thunder coverage on our social media sites and thefranchiseok.com.